Ebru, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell the trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.
Bang! What's good, guys? It's your boy Ebru. Knicks podcast in the building, like everybody says over and over again, cliche stuff. Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about some more Julius Randle stuff, but not, I'm surprised to see this like pop up in timelines on Instagram, Twitter. What do you call this? Got the new one. What was it called? Threads. You got Threads out there too. They're talking about Julius Randle in a way that like just weird because we've been dissing him all year. Ever since the playoffs left, he had 2 broken ankles and people still saying that he wasn't giving effort and stuff like that and talking about the turnovers and stuff. But now there's a different tune, that they're talking about the way that he passes the ball and they're looking at old Lakers clips and stuff. Like the Lakers clips were always there. So it just kind of bugs me out that we're talking about how good he played for the Lakers and nobody mentioned that he played for the Pelicans. I guess when somebody else brings it up and then we'll start talking about his time with the Pelicans, but I'll talk about the time with the Pelicans too, but it just interests me. I just want to break that down, before we get started. What's up with Twitter, man? This guy Elon Musk, let me put this on the screen. I just was thinking about it. This is my Twitter feed here, but what's up with the X? Let me put this on the screen, my bad. What's up with the X on the side there? He changed from the bird to an X now. So is he trolling like the whole world? What is going on with this guy? It's called Twitter. Tweet from the bird. So what they're gonna call it? Xer? what is he doing? What is Elon doing? So I don't want to say his name too much because he's like a Batman villain or something. He's gonna pop up and turn my internet off permanently. You know what I'm saying? But it's just weird what's going on with Twitter, man. With the X, like what is that about? I didn't really. I read a little bit, but not too much. I really don't understand what's happening, but he's free to do whatever he wants with his own company. See Pudge, shout out to Pudge. He says it's called X. So they're just gonna call it X, I don't know, man. And then they just made Threads, so Threads makes more sense because when you start like a conversation, we've always called it Threads, no matter if it was the message boards, whatever, we always called it Threads. You know what I'm saying? So that makes a lot of sense. But this X stuff, you're turning something that a tweet with the bird is iconic stuff, man. It's an era. So just by deleting it off the company and then forcing people to change that's not really the best time to do that, And I'm already enjoying the Threads app. I like the way that it looks. I'm quite sure it's going to improve as time goes on. But I enjoy the way that looks, and it just flows a little bit more. I don't want to say aesthetically or just visually or whatever. It just looks a little softer than Twitter. So he's playing a lot of games with that stuff, man. But hey, this guy's like one of the most richest persons in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to talk too much more about his company like that. Like I said, I don't want my internet to be permanently disabled. I won't be able to come on here anymore. But it is what it is. So anyway, this pod is broadcasted on Twitter also, besides YouTube. If anybody wants to know that, whatever Twitter is going to be called from now on. So anyway, just wanted to say that, man. But let's talk about our boy Julius, man. This is Julius now. He had the dreads, last year. He had the goofy high fade stuff going on with the Lakers. He's gonna have a like a little boy's haircut now. Like he has like basically like a light Caesar kind of thing. So we'll see how that works next year. Seems like Julius comes every season with a different mentality, different something else added to the game. He works hard, man. That's one thing that you got to say about Julius Randle. He works extremely hard on his body, and he's always been physically strong. He's always been able to handle the ball. But physically he's always changed. He was like, you can see he was a little bit more thicker with the Lakers, but with the Knicks now he's like an Adonis, man. He's just an amazing shape. So I mean, the little things like that, like you have to appreciate Julius for what he has grown from the beginning. He broke his leg when he first came into the league, and then he was able to bounce back and have decent seasons with the Lakers. With them trying to trade everybody because LeBron was coming and he had to deal with Kobe's last few years, so that was interesting for all the whole group. But as time goes on, man, we'll talk about it now. Let's take a look at Teg. I don't know if you guys follow Teg on Twitter, but Teg is always posting videos and stuff. He does a really good job with that, especially right on time. So this is the one video here he posted about the Lakers here. So just this is 23-year-old Randall. It says versus the Cavs, 36 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks. So he's been doing it. He's been doing it for a while. One thing that people want to point out is that he played center a lot when he was with the Lakers and the Pelicans and stuff like that. And so far with the Knicks, he's only been playing power forward, really small forward, the way that Tom Thibodeau's been playing him. We'll get into that in a second. But let's look at it together, man. I'm just gonna push play and watch it together. Make sure I turn the sound off. So everything, see right off the bat there, you see the Julius Randle getting the ball right deep in the post. You see from the passer at the top of the key. Look how far deep Julius Randle is. Julius Randle is way underneath the basket, right at the half circle there, right underneath the basket. When does Julius Randle ever get the ball that deep as a Nick? He doesn't get the ball that deep. Usually Julius Randle is the one at the top of the key, holding the ball and messing around and stuff like that. But just look how deep he is in the post here. Is it has the basketball changed so much that that is just not a good shot for players to be that deep in the post? I know a lot of guys here are older, a lot of older fans and stuff. So we appreciate the big man. We appreciate the center and stuff. Look how deep Julius Randle is. All he did was bounce the ball once. Look how many times he bounced the ball, guys. He gets here, bounce the ball once, turns around, and just lays it up. Just lays it up on him. There's nothing he could do about it. Here goes again, deep in the post, just turns around and lays it up. There's nothing that these guys can do with Julius Randle that deep in the post. Look, again, on the inside, very good at shovel passing, very, very aware. Let's the ball go. Here he goes in a pick and roll situation. Same thing like he does with the Knicks, really. When he gets into those spots, able to get rid of the ball. Here he is playing center, able to come weak side to block a shot. Sets beautiful screens there, man. And just coming to the basket, as you notice there, these moves, Julius Randle, everybody gets out of Julius Randle's way. This is the block again. So just watching this here, look on the pick and roll, beautiful screen, knocks him out the box. And then as you can see, Lance Jr. and the other player there, I believe that's Kyle Korver, they wanted nothing to do with him. The 3-point shot is something that's been overdeveloping now. Here he goes here in the post there, watching for people to cut. How often right now does Tom Thibodeau allow players to cut when Julius Randle's in the post? Usually when Julius Randle's in the post, nobody's moving. So that's something that's interesting there. Top of the key, just Julius Randle, 1-2 dribbles in the paint, spin, and then jump and dunk. This is stuff that Julius Randle just doesn't do anymore. So now the issue is like a lot of people say, how come Julius Randle doesn't do it anymore? But it really has to do with the coaching, really. What the coaching staff wants him to do, because Julius Randle's not just out there running plays by himself. These guys are professional basketball players. They're running sets. They have a philosophy. The coaches there has his way of playing. In philosophy of playing and stuff. So. It's not just Julius Randle rogue out there just doing what he wants to do. Because as you can see, look how good this guy is going to the basket. And barely one dribble, gets the ball, didn't even dribble, gets right to the basket, takes the bumps. Guys are afraid of him. Guys are stepping away from him because he's too big. He's too big. He's almost like LeBron James. You know, like Julius Randle is basically old man LeBron James at this time when he went at this age with the Lakers here. 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles, comes across the lane, finds a shooter in the corner. Caldwell Pope, I believe that's who that is there in the corner. A lot of these guys with the Lakers developed here. Look on the inside. Nobody wants no piece of him, man. They just like, of course, it's Calderon and Calderon, and Culver, but it is what it is there. All the way to the basket, have no answer for him. People are afraid of him. So it's cool to see, man. Because I really I love the big man game, man. I wish that the NBA would get bring this back. Bring back physicality to basketball because when you play in the parks, what I'm saying. There's not a lot of knockdown 3-point shooters. The guys don't play basketball like that in the parks and stuff. So just visually, like especially in summer, if you get out there and watch some basketball, in these parks. Nobody's playing like this, like the NBA is playing this modern quote unquote style of basketball. No, everyone else in the world is playing regular basketball. There's not all this sidestepping and like running to the 3-point line, your fast breaks, going to the 3-point line. Guys are actually, getting to the basket, drawing fouls, getting to the line, playing physical, talking a lot of smack out there, a lot of physicality in the paint, setting picks and things of that nature. That's the real man's game that we've known all along. But for some reason, there's a modern style that people seem to think that this is what basketball is. It's not, really isn't. So just take a look at some Julius Randle highlights with the Knicks here. This is basically a nice video. There's not too many of them on Twitter up until this point where somebody actually made a nice video with Julius actually showing what he does well out there, rather than always just showing his defensive liabilities and stuff like that. Because we all know that Julius Randle can't play defense, but why do we got to keep harping on the fact that he can't play defense? As you can see with that Lakers clip, he did play well off the ball, blocking the shot, and this, that, and the other, especially with the Knicks too. He had a couple rundown blocks this year. He had a rundown block in the playoffs on two bad ankles. You know what I'm saying? So Julius Randle, he could play good. He plays good off the ball defense like that sometimes. But if you're asking him to guard somebody quicker than him, he can't guard somebody quicker than him on the perimeter. Somebody that's quick making decisions, going to the basket. Julius Randle's not going to do well. Julius Randle has to dribble, he has to rebound, he has to play defense, he has to pass the ball, he has to shoot the three, he has to do everything. So by the time the third and fourth quarter comes, this guy's exhausted. Half the time before even halftime comes along, this guy's exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Because Tom Thibodeau hasn't doing so much of the same stuff over and over and over again. Nobody's helping. It's just Julius Randle doing everything. So if Julius Randle is like falling asleep with his mouth open, like this, usually Julius Randle when he misses a play, he has his mouth open or he has that dead look in his eye because he's exhausted. I don't know why the basic thing about human beings being exhausted. I don't understand why that's such a hard concept to get in the NBA. Because I mean these guys like usage. You want to talk about usage? Everybody's so smart on these podcasts and stuff. Usage rate and all this other stuff that people like to say. They'll bring those up to make up their point. But when it comes to Julius Randle, all those little nuances just go out of the window. So anyway, this is what this guy says. Let's shout him out. His name is Harp here. 3 CD training. So I guess he posts a lot of training videos and stuff. Maybe I'm not really too familiar with him. I'm not sure if I follow him. Do I follow him? No, I do not. So since he's in the video, I'll give him a follow. He's a player development director of operations for BC Hoops in Canada. So this is a Canadian here. So shout out to him. He says Julius Randle does a great job with one hard dribble downhill to pressure. That's what he was doing with the Lakers. Putting pressure on the defense and self scoring first. Julius Randle attacking the basket is scary. So it puts pressure on the defense to stop him. But if you try to stop him, he's going to make that pass. He also says pushing tag, help side defenders passes on time and target. So basically, he's just talking about when he gets into the paint, he does a really good job of selling the drive and also being able to make those short passes, whipping passes across the lanes and stuff like that. As we saw with the Lakers, he was doing that as a young kid with the Lakers. Sets really good screens and is versatile screen setter. Just I mean, basically the same stuff that you saw in the first video. You're gonna see here with the Knicks here. So I'll play a couple of these moves here. We'll talk about it. Because like I said, this is basically a happy video for Julius. Two dribbles, kick it out to the shooter in the corner. Happens to be RJ. Knocks that down. Here he goes again. Nice little pick and roll. One dribble, kicks it out to another shooter. Fournier right in the corner, right on the money too, right into his hands. Julius Randle, one dribble, kicks it over to another shooter, right into the shooting spot, right into the pocket. Julius Randle again takes a nice dribble here from Fournier. One pass out to the shooter, right into his hands, man. He goes again, sets a beautiful screen. One pass there, always got his heads up. Fake pass into Mitchell, gives it over to the shooter in the corner. He go for Randle again. Nice one dribble, interior pass to Mitchell Robinson. This is when Julius Randle is effective. Right here, foul line extended, being able to turn around, knowing where the shooters are at all times. Sets a beautiful screen there, clears the way there. 1-2 dribbles, kicks it out to the shooter again. This is basically Knicks. This is Knicks basketball when everything is running well. Same thing, kick it over to the right, Fournier again. So this is the video running back and back again. But basically, as you see there, if the Knicks are going to play well, you want to talk. This is how we're going to do it. One dribble, giving Julius Randle the ball, giving him a lane where he can drive, make one dribble or so. If he can get into the paint, if he can't score, he can find the shooters. So that's how we're going to win. And that's great Julius Randle basketball. Like I said, the harping about all his negativity, everything that he does wrong, he does a lot more good than bad. And like I said, we'll get into his faults in a second. I'm gonna play some of his highlights from last season as a Nick, and you'll be able to see the reason why he's unsuccessful a lot with our team. So let's talk about let's talk about the Pelicans. But before you do that, let me just say what's up to you guys. Once again, this Mr. Pudge is here. Lunch special. I'm gonna try to do these, man. I'm off from work actually. You guys know I broke my hand. I returned to work. Everything is good, but now I'm on vacation. So it just happened to work out that way. My birthday was actually yesterday, guys. For those that want to know, my birthday was yesterday. So if you guys would like to give your boy a present, man, you already know. I got this New York City Marathon coming, man. Listen, it's the training for this marathon is ugly, guys. I'm like, I'm obligated now because you guys are done donated and stuff. So I have to train hard, and I have to make myself available to run this race. But right now this race thing is kicking my ass, man. All last week I was getting a lot of what do you want to say? How do you want to say, like impact injuries? I was getting a lot of impact injuries, last year. So I kind of took it easy last week. But this week I'm back on it now because the impact injury kind of dissipated a little bit. So now I'm gonna get back into the mix and stuff. But it's definitely been hard with this training and stuff like that. It's not easy. I'm not somebody that there's the last couple years where I haven't been able to work out the way that I want to. But getting back into it, man, it's definitely rough, man. So listen, my birthday was yesterday. So if anybody wants to donate to this thing here as a birthday present, I would appreciate it. One number that's interesting as far as donating, if you're worried about donating a large number, 26. Because that's how long the marathon is, 26 miles. So $26, that seems like a nice rounded out number there. If you guys would like to donate, but any number is good. You know what I'm saying. If you wish to donate, any dollar amount is good. But 26 sounds like a good number because 26 for the 26 miles. I really need your support. Really like just like online support, or if you see me in the streets, especially friends and coworkers, stuff like that. If you see me, I need the encouragement, man, because I am working hard. I have way too much weight on me, man, but I really need to get it down and make it happen. Because this is something I want to do for myself. I want to prove to myself that I can get back into shape. I want to prove to my kids, and have something for my grandkids to see that I actually ran a New York City Marathon. It means something to me to run the marathon. I have plenty. I got a whole medal box here, for all these medals that I've ran. Let me pull it out now since we're doing that. I got a box of medals here from all the various races that I've ran. As you can see, I keep them right here, close enough for me to see here. I got a you guys can't really see it from here. I don't want to bend it over because it's gonna dump all the medals out. But I got some half marathons here. I got back when Men's Health was doing the urban athlon. I have those. I have a bunch of half marathons here. I got some Spartan races here. Like I used to run races a lot, man. So I have a lot of experience running these races and stuff. And I would like to look at myself as an athlete. Playing basketball is a little bit difficult as you get older because you really got to have time to do that. But if you can find a gym, or you could run outside or something like that real quick, 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, where you can have some time for yourself to do that, you can do that. But having to go play basketball is just something that I haven't been able to do. But just the endurance sports, man, something that I really fell in love with the last few years or so. But like I said, this 2018 here, as you guys always looking at here with this jersey, I had pneumonia then, so that started all my problems. But I still was able to qualify after pneumonia. I still was able to qualify for the marathon. But it's been so long, man. COVID messed up a lot of things. So, plus, family stuff. I'm really working hard and stuff. Haven't been able to get in that gym. But now, like I said, I'm making the sacrifice. So anyway, that's enough there. Yesterday was my birthday. So if anybody would like to donate, I really would appreciate it. But anyway, let's get back into this, man. This is Pelican stuff. So let's talk about the Pelicans. Right off just looking at YouTube videos here. The first video that pops up is 45, 11, and 6. against who? Against the Blazers. So let's check it out, man. Let's see how the evolution of his game in his next city here. So here he goes on the inside. Same thing as you can see, bully ball and going to the basket. Julius Randle is basically the same thing. You see that he lost the baby fat. He's a little bit leaner, a little bit too much dribbling. He brought the ball down by himself, and then he spun in there. That's the issue that he had when he first came to the Knicks. Here, a lot of too much dribbling. Alfred Payton, guys that love him, nice little shovel pass for Julius Randle shooting threes. So now we're looking at Julius Randle shooting threes a lot. Look at Julius Randle catching the ball at the top of the key, faking in a 3-point stance, looking to get the 3-point shot, but still able to get his bread and butter inside shots here. Here he goes again. Julius Randle receiving the ball at the 3-point line. So this is when everything starts going crazy, when he gets to the Pelicans. Another ball here, gets the ball to 3-point range where he fakes it, and then drives left. He's doing too much now. That 3-point shot is killing the game. They said it's modern basketball. They said that's the way. If you can't shoot the three, then you can't play this game. But it's actually killing the game. Somebody like this that's unstoppable going to the basket. Now you turn him into Larry Bird. So here we go again. Julius Randle on top of the key there. They lost him. I see number 27 is hurt there. Something happened to him. All right, so this is the first time Julius Randle gets the ball on the inside. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, eight dribbles. Like 8 dribbles. That's way too much. That's not what he was doing in the other highlights. The other highlights, 1, 2 dribbles. Here he goes again. Top of the key, going between the legs. Doing too much. Coming to the basket, trying to finesse a layup. But his bread and butter is getting the rebound and muscling baskets in. Here he goes again, full length of the court, all the way to the basket and lays it up. That's too much. He's doing too much. But this is what the coaches want now. Here he goes again, top of the key. Fake the 3-point shot, comes all the way inside. He's doing too much. 3, 4 dribbles now. Here he goes again, trying to get the post possession on the inside. So this is something I want to look at here. I know they got this on the screen, this Alfred Payton thing on the screen, but let's take a look at it. I rewind a little bit too far, but let's take a look at this play that's coming up again. Look at Julius Randle. He gets the ball, but he wasn't able to get it in the right spot, so he had to come all the way almost up to the 3-point line to get the ball. So then he has to muscle his way onto the inside there. That's no good. One thing, I got to point out that he is playing center. So he's guarding, Nurkic is guarding him, so he's just driving past him left and right. So that's a good matchup for Julius. Nurkic just can't guard him on the perimeter. And he's not, and even Nurkic, as big as he is, he's not strong enough to stop Julius. Look on the inside. Julius just grabs a rebound, spins, and nobody's able to do anything with him. Nobody wants to touch him. Lillard standing there looking at him. Nobody wants to touch him. He's too strong. So that was a good highlight there. It just shows that the next step on where Julius was going wrong with him. Why people hate him so much, because he's getting the ball too deep on the perimeter now. And now he's faking 3-point shots and faking drives, and he's not doing the same thing that he was doing with the Lakers that looks so beautiful in these other highlights that we were watching, right? And then also too the great highlight that we saw here for the Knicks game where he wasn't even dribbling. He was like when he plays well, when the Knicks play well, is when Julius Randle is barely doing a lot of dribbling. He's just getting the ball into the paint and letting the ball go, whether he's going to shoot it or he's going to pass it. It's beautiful basketball. We play really well like that. Now let's get into his full highlights from last year. And this is when you're going to see a lot of this funky stuff that you saw in that Pelicans highlight here. Let's check this out. Right away, they started off with the fast break dunks. That's to get your blood going, because most fans, all they want to see is dunks anyway. That's another reason what's wrong with the NBA and everything too, is that the NBA is trying to satisfy fair with the fans. But there's more fair with the fans out there than real basketball lovers, man. But let's start this off. Because Julius gets the ball at the 3-point line. He did dunk it on Tatum. That was really nice. One beeline to the basket. That's what you need Julius to do. Just right to the basket, bang. All that crossing over stuff is what kills him. That was a fun highlight, man. I remember that. But here we go again. This is Julius Randle when he hit that game-winning shot. What is the hell is Julius Randle doing on the outside there, shooting fadeaways? In that particular game, I think Julius Randle had he had single-digit rebounds, like 2 or 3 rebounds that game. But he scored a lot of points though. A lot of the points were 3-point shots and stuff. Here he goes again. Julius Randle playing hot potato at the 3-point line. Fakes a 3, drive him here, pushes off like a point guard. That's too much, man. He made the shot, but he's out there playing. Like he's the what do you call the bone collector in freaking M1. Check this out again. This is him here. This is the same play here. They're playing hot potato with IQ out there, freaking crossover like he's the freaking bone collector in M1. So here's the next play here. Fake shot, pull up 3-point shot. What is he doing? But this is what Tom Thibodeau wants him to do. Just judging by every other place that he's been, all of a sudden now with the Knicks, he's doing this funky stuff here. Here he goes again on the drive. This is what his bread and butter. Getting the ball, one dribble to the basket, you can't stop him. Here he goes again. All these stutter dribbles on the inside, comes in tomahawk with the left hand. Beautiful shot. But he look how far he got the ball. All the extra dribbling. Here he goes again. Top of the key, 3-point stance, fade away 3-point shot in the corner. What the fuck? Is he Kawhi Leonard? Here we go again. Well, this is it right here. Him to the basket, right at the foul line, two dribbles, no, matter of fact, one dribble, two steps, and bang. That's Julius Randle. Look at that. One dribble, two steps, bang at the rim. You can't stop him. Here he goes again. Fake, 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 fake. Drive, 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 and then layup. Against Kuzma. Too far out. Oh, look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this replay again. Once again with Kuzma. Rewind a little bit too far. But check out the next play, man. The next play. Watch all these dribbles in between the legs. Wow, 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 wow. Like, what is going on? A step back dribble? Come on, man. Come on. That's not Julius Randle's bread and butter stuff there. Here he goes again. Fake dribble. That was the tomahawk dunk. So I mean, it's interesting to see the development of a player. Once guys become quote unquote stars or like the number one scorer, they start getting cute. They start learning new things and stuff, and they forget about what brought them, what got them there. And then the coaching staff sees all this. So look at that fade, all that extra dribbling and fadeaways. Come on, man. Ah, man, it's fun to watch the highlights though, just to get your blood flowing for the season. But look at Julius. Instead of driving, he drives in and ends up trying to get a step back 3-point shot. Ends up being a turnover. He was able to come back to get a nice steal. So as you can see, that Julius Randle got to guard the perimeter. He got to run the floor. He got to do everything. Here he goes again. He runs the floor really well, man. Super athlete. Look at Julius Randle. Look who's guarding him. Look at little guys guarding him all the way to the basket. That's easy money right there. That's the Julius Randle that we need. 1-2 dribbles to the paint. Here he goes deep in the paint against the point guard. 2 dribbles. He turns around, but is able to find a shooter. So some more highlights here. On the inside, is people say he don't play defense. There he goes, blocking shots there. As you saw in the Lakers highlights that I showed, he was getting blocks with the Lakers too. Beautifully running the floor. Nice pass right back to RJ. Beautiful play there. He's a good basketball player. He just got stripped. Never gave up on a play, comes back and blocks my man at the rim. So I mean, Julius Randle's a good basketball player, man. For all, everything negative that happened to Julius, he deserved it with all that, shut the fuck up to the fans and stuff. He deserved all of that stuff, man. But outside of that, if you could let it go, you can really see that this guy is a really good basketball player, man. Here he goes again, top of the key, faking, dribble, all so many dribbles, stop dribble, fade away into the paint. That's not so bad. But for him to get the ball so deep where he has to do a face-up dribble, it's too much, man. The Knicks need to get him the ball deep in the paint there and really work some offense that way. Here he goes again, being guarded by a guard there. Just rewind that again. Just watch who's guarding him. He's one of the elite defenders in the NBA at the position, right? Am I too far fetched to say that? You know, this guy Jalen Brown's guarding him on the perimeter and a power forward going in between the legs and stuff like that, being able to get all the way to the basket against a guy that's known for guarding his position well, which is a small forward shooting guard position. But Julius Randle has to go around that guy. That's too much. You can see him going to the basket, going up and under on against the Bucks there with their towers on the inside. Julius Randle on baseline, getting a nice pass from Brunson. That's where you need it. One pass into Julius, able to take all that contact, still able to dump it off to Mitchell Robinson. Excellent, man. Good stuff. Julius Randle never giving up on the play on the inside there. Nice little block to on Laurie Market in there. Here he goes again, dribbling there against a perimeter player, number 7 on the Hawks there. That's a guy that's used to guarding perimeter guys. Why is Julius Randle going, in between his legs and all kind of stuff? It's too much. So like I said, the thing is, like, people say like why does Julius do that? Why does this? It's not Julius, man. It's Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau doesn't call any timeouts or anything like that, and nothing gets adjusted. When things get adjusted, it's not Julius Randle at the 3-point line going up between his legs. That stuff doesn't get adjusted. If anything, he encourages all that stuff. Fadeaway jump shots, all this face up stuff. It's too much. Here he goes again, face up dribblings, fadeaways. It's no good. That's not his bread and butter. I'm enjoying looking at the highlights, man. Sometimes if I'm not doing whatever, I can just be in here watching highlights to games, just looking at stats and just looking at where people are effective and stuff, just because I love it. Most of you guys love it too. Fake to the side. That's what I'm talking about. Two dribbles to the paint, shot up, and it's good. Easy money. Here he goes here, top of the key there. Guess this guy Stewart got a little pissed off at him. But that's what it is though. Julius Randle is strong enough to be that bully guy. To frustrate the other team's opposing guy. But if you got Julius Randle out on the perimeter acting like a shooting guard, then you're taking away half of everything that makes Julius Randle good. You know. So it's good stuff here. We're almost done with the highlights. So I'm enjoying watching the highlights here. Nice little pump on the inside. Julius Randle is really good at finding that shooter. On the inside, his head is always looking at the shooters at the 3-point line. Here he is guarding an elite small forward defender there. This is somebody that was guarding Tatum and Jalen Brown here with Williams from the Celtics there. Look at him weaving there, going against him, playing extremely hard defense, being able to go in between his legs, stutter step, crossover, switch hands in the lanes. Like, come on, man. There he goes again. Just like way too much stuff going on here. Look, Julius Randle taking on the whole team. Got to be the point guard alley-oop to Jericho Sims. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This is a power forward. Two dribbles to the basket off the backboard. Excellent. 3-point shot, fakes it all the way to the basket. Nice. Super strong, man. And people are gonna say that this guy is not a good player. 25, 10, and 5, whatever it is, 4. He's not that good. They'd rather have another player here, get Julius Randle off the team. All these highlights that I've been playing this entire podcast and have been excellent. You can see where this guy can function. The problem is the coaching. Can Tom Thibodeau can he figure it out? Because he's the one that's got him doing all this extra stuff. They got Brunson taking the same shots that not Brunson. You got Julius taking the same shots that Brunson takes. If anything, Brunson needs the ball to be able to get the ball inside to give it to Julius. Is the situation is ass backwards. Same thing with RJ. RJ shouldn't be doing all that bopping and dribbling and coming back and trying to set guys up. RJ needs to be beeline to the basket as well. Spot up 3-point shooting, beeline to the basket, trying to get your layups and stuff. Pick and rolls to the basket with Mitch, to the dunkers like Julius and stuff like that. That's what RJ needs to do. This guy Julius Randle, he needs to get the ball around the baseline, kind of foul line extended. That way he can make plays for the shooters, and that way he can take 1 or 2 steps right to the basket and lay it up and score. That's his game. Now he can shoot the shot, so now he can do a little bit, 2 dribbles, maybe fade away in the paint. That's good money there. But like I said, some of these highlights that you saw with Julius Randle top of the key, going in between his legs like this and stutter steps and pushing guys off with his other hand while he steps back to shoot the 3, that's too much, man. That's too much. That's not going to be winning basketball for us. So, I mean, we're still waiting for this big trade, guys, but I don't know if the big trade is ever going to happen. This guy MB would be great with the Knicks. If we can keep Julius Randle, if we can keep some of the main guys, it'll be great to get MB here. I wish we would have had a chance at Levine and some of these guys, but Levine's not coming here. It's already been documented now. So many sports writers and said it already that he's not coming here. This guy Beal would have been nice, but he ended up going to Phoenix and did it worse for himself because now he has to be the point guard. He's going to start the year as point guard over there with Phoenix. So he did himself in for somebody that was a 30-point a game scorer with Washington. Now he's going to go over there and he's going to become a point guard now. He's never played point guard a day in his life. So that's going to be rough out there for him. But we missed out on some of these players here, but there's still a lot of talent left in the free agent pool. We still got to wait for Dame. If Dame's going to get traded, Dame can come to the Knicks too. A lot of people don't want to talk about that, but people don't want Julius with the ball in his hands, right? So if you bring Dame in here, then Dame takes the ball out of Julius' hands entirely. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Everybody, we can talk about it as much as we want to. We have been. Everybody's podcast has been talking about everything. Just till we get blue in the face, the same stuff over and over and over again. But one thing is to me that no one's really talking about is what we do well and how we can do better at it. Julius Randle, 2 dribbles. He shouldn't be doing anything more than 2 dribbles. The 3-point shot should be a novelty for this guy, Julius Randle. It shouldn't be something where he's at the top of the key, going in between his legs, step back, doing step backs and stuff like that. Is it possible? Can he make those shots? Yeah, he can make those shots. But when it comes to winning, do we need Julius Randle taking step back shots, pushing guys off with his other hand and all this other stuff? No, we don't. We need to get him a pick, send him a pick, or send him downhill. Put the ball in Brunson's hands and let Brunson do his thing. I do enjoy the fact that the Knicks got more ball handling in Dante DiVincenzo, because the Knicks need more ball handlers out there. Josh Hart can handle the ball a little bit. He's a little bit afraid to score. DiVincenzo will let that ball go a little bit. But just the fact that having extra ball handlers out there just keeps the ball out of Julius's hands. Julius Randle could make the good pass, but the good pass after two dribbles. No more than two dribbles. All that extra dribbling stuff, that's point guard stuff. So I mean, let the point guards be point guards and let Julius Randle do what he does in his position. So that's basically what I want to talk about today with Julius Randle, with all those, just everyone talking about these highlights and stuff. Like, they're so smart. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You have to break down the context of why things were happening the way they were at a certain point. And then you can't ignore the fact that it did happen, because people were talking about this Lakers highlight like there's something that just came out, like they pulled it out the archives or something like that. Like they found the holy grail of something that this was never on the internet. You know what I'm saying? This was something we talked about when Julius Randle first got here. But it is what it is. But also too, like I said, people want to ignore his Pelicans situation. He played well with the Pelicans. One more recap about this video here. Julius Randle also played a lot of center with the Lakers, and he played a lot of center with the Pelicans too. So that's something that needs to be figured out as well. The Knicks have Jericho Sims. They got Hartenstein, and they got Mitchell Robinson. Do we need a center? In my opinion, I would love to get rid of Mitchell Robinson, to tell you the truth. People don't like Hartenstein. If you don't like Hartenstein, if you don't like some of these other guys, okay, fine. Whatever you think. Want to keep Mitchell Robinson here as a contrast. But if that's the case, then Julius Randle should play more center. But Obi Toppin at power forward was not the answer. You know what I'm saying? So we have to find get somebody else here that can be that scorer for us, because we need somebody to score. We need scorers. This guy Christian Wood is out there, is not signed yet. So I mean, if Julius Randle could slide to the center spot and have Christian Wood there, who also could play center, you know what I'm saying? Those two guys on the court at the same time would be interesting. He's still available. So I mean, you can talk about guys that are still available. Will it happen? I'm not a mind reader. I don't know the future and stuff like that. But I anticipate some more movement happening, because, like I said, Christian Wood is still available. I mentioned a lot of these other guys all the time. But there's quite a lot of talent available left out there to pick up. So there's a lot of movement left to be in the NBA, and we just have to wait and see what's going to happen, man. So anyway, let me say what's up to some of these guys here that popped in here while I'm talking. I know I missed some people. Of course, Geraldine is here. We got Mega's here. Shy Powers is here again. Thanks again for the birthday wishes, guys. I'm 44. For those that want to know, I'm not afraid to say my age. I'm 44 years old. Still got the baby face. Once I get the weight down, you're really gonna see something. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Got to get that weight down. Uh, yeah, this is Coach Sire. He said saluted Geraldine when he first came in. Yeah, everybody loves Geraldine. Geraldine's on everybody's pod. Shout out to Kareem there. That's my twin. Shout out to Knicks fan Brazil. What's good, my man? Thanks for the happy birthday wishes again. Yeah, man. Happy birthday to the kid. If you guys wanna donate to this charity here, you could do that. And that'll be like a birthday gift if you would like to. $26. That seems like a good number. Like I said, $26 for the 26 miles that I'm gonna be running. If that makes sense to you, you can donate that. There goes Terrence Mosley there, but I'm trying to get the thing there. Where did it go? There it goes. Shout out to Terrence Mobley. Let me see. You were saying something earlier. I want to make sure I get something that you said. I know I saw something that you said. Tibbs. I don't know why Tibbs is still here. Me either, man. But Tibbs. Tibbs already has a name. He has like a known name. So it's something that you can go off of. One thing too, like the Knicks have won with him already. We had one winning season, one losing season, and then another winning season. If the Knicks can't get it together, we might have another losing season. Because if a lot of people pointed out, if Julius Randle is hurt, or if Brunson is hurt, or if they both are hurt, we're in trouble, because we have nobody else in those two positions that can help us. Right now with Dante DiVincenzo here, if Brunson goes down, we might be able to function. But Brunson has to come back though. But if Julius Randle's gone, who do we have that can supplement 25 points per game? It's not Obi Toppin. You know, you can't say it's Obi Toppin. It's not Obi Toppin. We need somebody in here that can not necessarily get us 20 points per game, but can get us close to it, get us 15 to 20 if he got the minutes. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to do that. So physicality wise, being able to get the rebounds and things of that nature to be a functional power forward for us. We definitely need that. If something was to happen to Julius, God forbid, man. We're waiting for him to come back off these ankle injuries. He definitely will. You see him working out on the internet. He's crazy, man. This guy's like a beast. He's like Amari Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire, even though he had bad knees and stuff, he still ended up playing like another freaking almost 10 years after he left the NBA. He still played in Italy, not Italy. He played in Israel, for a lot of years, at a high level. Played in the Big Three at a high level. Still playing pickup games against high level NBA talent too, man. So I mean, the guy is incredible. He's this guy Julius Randle is right on the same wavelength as Amari Stoudemire was. Same thing with Larry Johnson at the time. Larry Johnson was always into working out and stuff. Even though he hurt his back, he still was able to keep himself strong enough to keep out there and play. Julius Randle is definitely one of those guys. Yeah, systems make everything too. What you got to coach in to have different philosophies, or they allow players to do something that they didn't do before in other locations. Tibbs is he says Tibbs ain't trying to figure nothing out. Yeah, it's frustrating, watching him night in and night out as a diehard fan. I know a lot of you guys hang out with me during the watch alongs when I do watch alongs with the Knicks. I do play by play watch alongs for every game. You guys watch these games with me, and then we're waiting for changes. We're waiting for like something new to happen. But then a lot of times, the Knicks end up becoming stagnant. We can't even score a bucket. Like the Knicks have scored more than they've ever scored in a long time, right? But like I said, we still end up not being able to score, sometimes, and it's unfortunate because we have a lot of scores out there. We don't have any simplified ways of scoring. Everything is on the back of Julius Randle, or how much he can pound that ball into the floor, to make plays happen, off of his athleticism, off of his stamina. This guy's like an Adonis. So it sucks to have a coach like this that just relying so much on this one person's ability to be he-man every freaking night. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. Definitely not fair. So Pudge is saying that we're going to be 7 seed this year. I can't argue with that. We might end up being 7 seed again. You never know. But like I said, it's very important for us to make another move. We have to get some more talent here. 46 wins, 46 wins, 7 seed. That's attainable. I can see us doing that. I don't think that we've gotten better by getting rid of Obi for nothing and then just bringing DiVincenzo here. We still got Fournier. We got to figure out what we're gonna do with Fournier. So still a lot of stuff to think about. Still a lot of time to get it done. So we'll see what happens, man. If we can figure out something to do with Fournier and possibly get somebody else here at the power forward spot that can actually spell Julius, then maybe we can have something positive to talk about entering the season. But anyway, this is your boy Eru. Just want to get this up out of here on my vacation day after my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, once again, if you guys want to give me a birthday present, you can make a little donation there. It could be anything, $1, $5, whatever you want to give. 26, like I said, seems like a fun number because the 26 miles. A lot of you guys been giving way more than that, man. So I really appreciate you guys' support and stuff. But yeah, man. So this is your boy Eru, Dynamics Podcast. Talked about Julius Randle positively for once. We have to clean up all the stuff that he does wrong, and highlight some of the stuff that he's impossible to guard. He's impossible to guard in certain instances, man. So we need to really highlight those things as his career goes along. You know what I'm saying? Make it easier for him, not make it harder. You know what I'm saying? And continue to be in search of that next player that's gonna make the team better, man. We have to keep this thing rolling. I'm with developing players, but at a certain point, you have to make that turn and see if you can get more talent in here that's going to get us to where we want to go instead of sitting on our fingers waiting for somebody to quote unquote develop. You know, because my thing is here too. If you guys were banking on me to win the New York City Marathon, you're going to lose your money. You know what I'm saying? Then if I don't win the New York City Marathon, you're gonna be like, oh, this guy, he's not the hard worker, this, that, and the other. Yeah, but you know how hard it is to win the New York City Marathon. You know, you have to be like an incredible athlete to win the New York City Marathon. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just to put that in perspective, there, if you can compare it to the NBA and stuff. Like, do you know how hard it is to win the NBA championship? Like, just for sitting waiting to develop certain players, that's what's gonna win us a championship. If it was so simple, then everybody would have like 10 championships. But there's 30 teams, and there's quite a few teams that still don't have one. And the Knicks have two. You know, the Knicks have two. We've been around since the beginning. We were in the first game, 1946. You know, I believe against the like Toronto team or whatever back in those days, and we only won 2 championships since then. You know, there's some teams that've been out there, not as long as the Knicks, but kind of close. You know, maybe like 50 years or so, 50, 60, 70 years. You know, and they still haven't won a championship either. So it is what it is, man. Thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. I see Paris Duggar just popped up in here. Happy belated. Thank you very much, Mr. Terrence Mosley, and you got Mr. Paris Duggar. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Once again, I'm up out of here. It's your boy Eru, Die Hard Knicks Podcast, 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb salute. See you guys next time. When is next time? I don't have a schedule up, but you guys always tune in whenever I come on. So we'll see what happens. I always have something to say about something, so I'll just keep it spicy for the next 3 weeks. That's how long I'll be out. If I'm not on vacation or on the road or doing something like that, I'll be in front of this computer talking to you guys, man. So anyway, I see you guys soon. Eru out. Enjoy the outro. Peace.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it is on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer, that's